brand new banger.
It's Knucklehead Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt with this. Like, not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage.
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit, and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce, and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk. Put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios. Vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb ball. It's Knucklehead Comics time with Fan Vic and the ever-loving Razy Blaze, a.k.a. the Human Torch, because he's gonna get put to a table. But anyway, it's fucking Tuesday night. You know what that means. We back once again. Your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads, Knucklehead Comics, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, whatever time that is Western time.
What did you do, Ray?
You know, and we are the people.
I was like, spit it out, damn it.
Shit. We got the drop of the Fantastic Four. Is it a teaser trailer or just the trailer?
Teaser. That's definitely a teaser.
Yeah, this is the teaser.
Minute something long.
Yeah. So it gave us a lot though. For a teaser, it gave us.
I have a pie in the sky theory that this is a legit. I might be wrong about this.
Yeah.
But this is one of those things where it's 99.99999% I'm wrong, but there's that 0.01 I might be right.
So what's the theory? What are we thinking?
Well, let's get into the trailer first,
Right.
because it's gonna be weird if we don't talk about the trailer.
Shit, it starts off with them talking about they have family dinner every Sunday night at 7 p.m. sharp, no matter what.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, this is giving a very family vibe.
Yeah.
Then you get the so much like the Superman trailer where you see Superman beat the shit out of first, and you're like, oh shit, I connect. It humanizes him. It's a good way for us to look at him as not like this godlike figure. They do something similar with Ben, where him and Herbie are making dinner, and they're talking about the sauce and all. That's 100% right there. Herbie you humanize and connect with. The Thing you humanize and connect with. And you don't start now when you go to the other shop where he's like, oh, this is the best pilot. He's like, oh, the best looking. And it cuts out and you just see the reflection of the Thing. Now you feel for him.
Yeah, I love that they did that because it's almost like it's beating them up, but just to bring it up. You know, like having that moment of this was them before. Like, oh, he didn't have to deal with this before. He didn't have to do this before. He didn't look like this. It's just those little things that it's like, it's going to make us have that feeling for them, even though, oh, they technically have some extraordinary abilities now, but this changes everything for their lives.
And then they showed some, more establishing shots. Johnny, what he looks like with his fire. It's up there. Oh, I look different because I don't have I'm not cool like Ray. I don't have the facial hair.
It's okay, Cap. One of us will keep the facial hair, even though mine still doesn't.
I'm growing it back. I just had to. It got too too thick.
Yeah.
Where I couldn't manage it, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Let me just start again.
Got you.
But anyway, it's more establishing shots. You see Johnny Storm on fire.
Oh,
you see Sue Storm with the refraction of the way she bends lights around thing to create a force field. Then we get to see the big man himself, Galactus, which that was fucking dope.
That was a nice shot. Like again, it didn't give away too much. It was the nice like tease of it. I'm like, oh, okay, so we're getting Galactus, and this looks nice. The CGI doesn't look fucked up on this. Like it's
to that point. What did you think about the look of the Thing?
I don't mind it, but I saw that was the one thing that people were like picking apart. And I'm just like, hey, when you compare it to like the OG, like the one that we only saw pictures of, unless you really deep search for the movie, compared to like the 06 version, it's not a bad version of the Thing.
Yeah, but by the way, I saw the original one back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a reason why they put that shit in the vault.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that one, it's like
to me, when that one scene where he's running down the alley or the street, that looked to me the best I've seen a CGI creature run.
Yeah.
Like it didn't look like CGI. It looked like, okay, maybe because he's covered in fabric because he has the costume.
Yeah. It works though. It looks cohesive. It looks cohesive.
Yeah. And I like the fact that they went, if this is the 60s vibe, they went with his classic look.
It makes sense. It makes sense like that they're really gonna have that. I love how someone already found instantly, and shout out to Lay that he sent it in the chat that he's working on the bridge already. So I'm like, so this is how we're gonna start having them also go through the through time here. Okay. I like it.
Well, remember, Mr. Fantastic found the negative zone.
Yeah. I like the little tease. Again, it's all little teases so far till we get to the actual movie. How do we like Pedro Pascal?
You know what? Go ahead.
First things first. The Thing is my character.
Yeah. And
the Sony versions of the Thing, like the original actual release of the movie theater, Fantastic Fours, I loved how that thing looked.
Okay.
But this one, when you actually look at some comic book renders of the Thing,
yeah,
especially when he's fighting the Hulk and like Galactus and all these other people, he fits.
Yeah.
He actually looks like the Thing and not just like you see how the eyebrows are extended more than his cheekbones and his jaw. Like the face part fits more of this character of this thing than the thing that what's his name?
Michael Chiklis.
Michael Chiklis played. Even though I love the way that thing looked.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, that's still like based off even the other ones that they did. I like his portrayal of it.
Yeah.
So far. But, like, that's been the best one so far.
Yeah. So the thing is, Michael Chiklis thing is the same size as Johnny Storm, just rock level.
Yeah.
And Four Stick was a 8 foot tall fucking rock monster. This one actually looks like it's bigger than normal people, but not as big as the Hulk. And that's pretty much what the Thing is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Thing is like what, 6-7 foot? Like, you know,
He might even be shorter than that.
yeah, you know, like he's around midway when it comes to like the Hulk and like big guys. He's smaller for them, but he's bigger than most people. And I love the way he looks in this, and the fact that he has the full gear. It kind of like shows more of his muscle and stuff,
So,
but also it helps bringing him down to earth.
So the Thing
Yeah.
is 6 foot.
The Thing
Okay.
is 6 foot. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying. So like when he's sitting there going, I just want to put little cloves in there. Not saying that your sauce is bad. It's just I want to give it that little zip.
Well,
That-
that was a nice
that-
line. That was
Yo,
a
but
nice line.
but his nickname is the blue-eyed ever-loving Thing.
The ever loving blue eyed thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that shows you someone who's ever-loving.
Yeah. It
You
was,
know what I'm
it was
saying?
nice.
Like,
It was
yeah.
nice because it's like, hey, just got a little more garlic. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like,
Yeah.
just a little more.
And you know, and you get glimpses of they're already established superheroes that everyone loves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I like that
What was-
shot where they pan in and the kids are wearing the mask, the Thing mask, and the
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
They're not like afraid of him. They're wearing the fucking gear.
I was gonna say, so this one technically it's already it's like Superman. That's already a world where they're a thing, right? Like this
So,
isn't
all right.
the full
So-
origin again.
So this isn't my theory.
Okay.
This is what I think is established. I think the Fantastic Four are popular before they go up in space.
Okay.
Like I think them as a group are
Yeah.
already well known, either being on a TV show or just being famous space, pilot or astronauts.
Yeah.
So they're already known, and then they get these additional powers.
Gotcha.
I think
I can see that. I can see that.
so here goes a quick pie in the sky theory for me based off of what I'm seeing from them. Reed Richards is being tasked with saving the planet because of something catastrophic happening. And when they went into space, that's when they got turned into the heroes, into the Fantastic Four and all that. But it was cosmic radiation that they were studying, and that's where they found out there's something coming for us. We got to figure out a way to save us.
Yeah.
And that's just me looking at this picture of him doing calculations and putting two and two together. Remember, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
We was raised on Batman, so I'm a detective right now, and that's where my brain is leading me to.
Gotcha.
All right.
I could see that. I could see this being. It was almost like them trying to prevent Galactus,
Yeah.
and then all this just happened, and he's knocking on the door.
Here's my pie in the sky theory
Here we go.
based off of that trailer.
Okay.
And I could be wrong, but I'm kind of hoping I'm right. Reed doesn't have his abilities in this movie.
Okay.
'Cause
Because they don't
when-
show it.
We don't see him stretch at all. And when they talk about the Fantastic Four, he says, before we went up the first time, Johnny wasn't on fire. Ben wasn't rocks. You weren't invisible, but they never say anything about him.
Yeah.
Right? And to further what further led me down this pipe is when you look at the establishing shot, Ben's got the blue with the white on the shoulders. Sue's got the blue with the white around the neck. Johnny's got the blue with the white on the shoulders. Pedro Pascal is only in blue. He has no white in his uniform. So I'm thinking when they went up, they were the only ones who got affected. And then Pedro, all that calculation and shit like that, is Pedro trying to figure out what happened to them
That didn't happen to him.
and that didn't happen to him, and trying to fix it. And then we either see him get his powers based on what Galactus does, or something, or when they get pulled into our world, he gets his abilities. But this is where I say 99% chance I'm wrong with the whole thing, because I think this might lead to this Reed Richards being the maker.
Okay.
And the maker.
He's the evil version of Reed Richards.
Okay.
He's the one that I'm gonna bring up the.
Why Pedro got to be the back?
So he's the one that's like in in Battle World, or in the Ultimate Universe. He's the one right now who's running everything. It's his making of why there is no Iron Man, Steve Rogers, or Captain America,
Gotcha.
Thor. All this other weird shit is happening because he made the world this way in his image, because he was tired of the 616 shit. And you said, why Pedro being the bad guy? We all seen The Last of Us.
Yeah.
We all know what it looks like when Pedro gets fucking mad.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. He's the perfect guy for it. Especially to have to do a role like that it's like he's good at monologues. He's a very good like actor when it comes to monologues and all that. That it's like I could see it. This is one of those that I'm hoping you're wrong, just so we get more of a Reed Richards.
The point 0.1 that I think I'm right about is maybe Reed not getting his powers with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the 99% is me going, no, he's the maker.
Yeah, I can see that. The only I can think is how they emphasized the first time we went, and then it's like, will we see them go back once more, and that's how we end up getting his powers, and possibly another way to introduce Doom if we connect everything.
Yeah, that could be again. They went up the first time and got hit. He didn't, and then he went up again.
Yeah.
To try to recreate or figure out something, and I foresee it that he's going to be the one that doesn't have any abilities at the outset.
Yeah. Are we interested in the film now though because of the teaser? Did this make us like really more like I want to go see this film?
Nah, I don't want to see it. They made me wake up too early to watch a trailer.
I was gonna say they really did drop this. Like, yeah, I think it was one of the first things I opened Twitter, and that's all that was there. It was like Fantastic Four. I'm like, oh, let me watch it. I'm like, oh, this is dope.
I know, no lie. Because I remember watching a couple of like shits going off the Hubble telescope in the 90s and all that shit. I remember watching in school. Here's the countdown thing. They're sitting there. We're blasting off in an hour. We're doing radio check. You hear the guys. This is the flight check. This is this check. Blah, blah, blah. And then we get into, all right, we're getting into the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7. And the shit would go up. So as soon as I got into my office, I threw it on. I was watching the countdown go. So for me, I'm not mad at it because, again, that's shit that I did in my childhood.
Gotcha.
This is just a picture of what I was talking about. How everybody's got white, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing, if I'm wrong, then the only other reason for that could be it's a lot easier to do the stretch with the one color.
Maybe. No, maybe how everything has collars except his. So maybe that's like maybe that part is not as flexible in a sense, the material. But again, just trying to add to it. But I feel like you're right on that. I feel like you're right on. He doesn't have his powers yet. So we shall see. We shall see. The reason I asked about Pedro too, I was just like, did anyone mind like again, the accent was very just like, this is believable to be Reed Richards.
I don't. You know what? Here's the funny thing. The jury's still out with me for him being Reed Richards,
Yeah.
but I buy him as the head of this family.
Okay.
I buy him and Sue Storm together.
Yeah.
I buy him with Ben. Like I buy all the stuff that doesn't have to deal with, all right, show me you're the smartest guy in the room.
Okay.
You know, yeah, like I said, that it doesn't convey intelligence. But then
Yeah.
again, are we looking at Iron Man and
Banner.
and Shiri as intelligent, or are we looking at them as arrogant? Because when you look at their attitudes, the playboy millionaire that's like, I'm always right, there's nothing never wrong. Shiri is there's a different level to this game. And Banner's on some, I'm just trying not to fucking explode and turn green.
Yeah.
Where Richards doesn't have that confidence. He doesn't have that I need to stand out. Like, he doesn't perceive.
He doesn't have that arrogance.
Yeah, but doesn't he also not perceive certain shit? Like, he's like, for what? Why do I need to show off for this? Like, the square root to that is boom. It's almost like he knows everything already, and he's tasked with figuring shit out, and he doesn't have time for that false bravado. So it could be that his level of intelligence is a silent level of intelligence.
Yeah, that's true. Because so Reed Richards is normally the dude who you'd walk into a room. So this is the problem with Reed, right? Sometimes he's the guy who will turn around and say, "Hey, Wanda, I'm overthinking this and trying to be too clever. Here's how you stop this guy." Blackball.
Yeah.
But sometimes he's the guy who you walk in a room and go, "This is what we're doing. This is what we should do. This is what we blah, blah, blah." And he goes, actually, and you turn around and go, "Where the fuck you come from? You've been here the whole time?" Because if you really think about it, when the Fantastic Four walks into the room, you got Johnny who takes center stage.
Yeah.
You have to look at the Thing. The Thing is legit different than everybody.
Yeah. They don't call him a thing for nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like,
And call me sexist or whatever you want, but you got one of the most gorgeous women ever created walks in. Who the fuck gives a shit about the fourth guy?
Yeah.
Who comes in with the fucking salt and pepper wingtips? You know? So it depends. Some of the times it's a quietness with him. Other times it is I'm so focused on this that I'm not seeing everything else. And that does lead to times where he, like, Sue will say something to him and it'll go right over his head. Because he's too busy thinking of other shit that he doesn't get the signal.
Yeah.
Until Sue does something. Then he's like, oh, okay. Now I get it.
So in the Sony one, right? Sony made those other ones? Fox. In the Fox one, it almost seemed like he was more of desperate smart.
They made him like that. So he seemed more desperate smart because the sole focus for him was trying to fix Ben. And he couldn't figure it out. So they portrayed him more as, I think it's Ian Goff, I think is the name of the actor. He portrayed him more as, I'm the one who brought him up there. I fucked up. I never fuck up. I'm not supposed to fuck up. How do I fix this? And then you start getting into that rabbit hole of, I can't fix this. I can't fix this. What the fuck's wrong? And then Johnny's pulling him, yo, we should be a hero team, or we should do this. And he gets his lines get jumbled because he's being pulled in different directions and shit. So that's the manic,
Yeah, but
depiction that we
is
get.
that really him, or is that just what they did for the movie?
That was probably him, like around the initial run. But once they settle into being the Fantastic Four, then that's not him.
Okay.
Although that does push him into becoming the Maker. That the fact that he can get driven like that does happen. So it's in him. But it all depends on which stage we're looking at.
So does he get so obsessed that let's say he has to go and save the planet, and he got so obsessed with saving the planet that this motherfucker figured out a way to save the planet, but then went down the rabbit hole and said, yo, there's inner dimensions and multiverses that we can go through and all this other stuff and intertwine, and there's a multiverse, and like I found a universe that there's no one inhabiting, but we can still inhabit the planet. And they're like, yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we're just trying to save the planet. It's like, oh, down there, I saved the planet 2 days ago. Just add water to the fucking ship and you'll be all right. And then he's just going.
Yeah,
like
that is definitely a possibility. If Sue's not around to
wheel him in.
But that is something that could very well possibly happen. Where within him trying to figure out, like, let's say the thing is he's trying to figure out Galactus, right? And within him figuring it out, he stumbles across a piece of information that pulls a thread that leads him down to multiverses and incursions and other shit.
Okay, so here goes another question. And I don't know if Ray's here or not, but if you could hear me, blink twice, Ray. What if you're right, but also wrong? What if you're right that Pedro Pascal's character did not stretch? He didn't get the ability to stretch because he's not Reed Richards. What if in this universe he's Victor Von Doom and he's hiding his abilities, and then that transferring into the thing, that's what creates like him and Tony Stark create Battleworld. Because imagine Pedro Pascal as Victor Von Doom.
So that is something I can imagine even less than him as Reed.
You know what's messed? It's like I kind of want to see that now. The
Right,
probability is very low, but I kind of hope you're right.
I mean, because think about it, what would be the reason why he doesn't have his stretching ability?
Well, so a very simple thing that would make it. Because if you look, there's a part of the trailer where he's in the ship, he's holding Sue, and she starts to blink to phase out and become invisible. It could very well be he's in a different part of the ship. They get hit with the cosmic radiation. He then comes in after that point and is trying to deal with the aftermath. But he just wasn't there because he was dealing with something else. That's the simplest way to have them get their powers without him initially.
Because, I mean, also what can happen is that he goes out into space. He doesn't get his powers. And he's trying to fix the world with cosmic radiation. And it leads him down the dark arts of magic. Because that's what Victor Von Doom is, right? Magic and tech.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, as good as this trailer looks, right? And to me, it looks good. I'm not gonna lie. It looks good to me. If this motherfucker we get the big swerve, and he's not Reed Richards, he's Victor Von Doom. I'm gonna get the fuck up. I'm gonna walk the fuck out, and I don't care what point of the movie this is. 10 minutes in, 2 minutes in, 2 hours in. I'm gonna walk out, and that's it. Because I'm never gonna get the characters that I like and the way that they should be portrayed. I'm gonna go and just
Because they never call him Richards. They never call him Reed. They name everyone else except him.
I'm gonna go home and just watch Taylor Swift The Eras Tour on Disney Plus over and over and over again. And that's my only form of entertainment. That's Vince Russo level type fucking swerve.
I'm just saying, but
Because
it's probably
think about it though. We're putting Doctor Doom in the MCU. And even though they say he's playing Victor Von Doom, you cast Iron Man. So Tony Stark is Victor Von Doom. All right, so where the fuck is Tony? Like Tony's dead. So where's Victor Von Doom? Oh, Victor Von Doom is actually in the Fantastic Four. Okay, so that's where he is. So now where the fuck is Reed Richards? Is Reed Richards just the dumb fuck we got in Multiverse of Madness?
I mean, listen. I want him to be Reed Richards also, but I think what's happening there is the fact that it's like you have a man made out of rock,
Yeah.
a Human Torch, and an Invisible Woman. They're probably spending more time showing them what they look like because that's what they are: the Invisible Woman, a rock man, and a Human Torch. Where Reed Richards is the brains, because all he does is stretch, and stretching is cool, but he's there for the brains. We don't need Plastic Man here.
Again, that's why I said my shit was pie in the sky.
No, I hear you. I mean, it makes sense because, like I said, they didn't show any part of him stretching. But that's just me pieing in the sky a little more.
It could also be.
We never know.
It could also be that the CG needs to be just up a little bit. They need to add 2 cloves of garlic.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It's
because there's never been an iteration of the Human Torch that didn't look good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just rendering flames.
There you go.
There is proof from set photos that they did have a practical fucking either suit or stand-in, like a fully fucking functional stand-in for the thing. And then Vanessa Kirby is just
she don't need to be there, and she's invisible.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, yo.
So I mean, you can't rule out any fucking possibilities right now. I'm seeing if I can find that photo for you.
What, where he's writing on the chalkboard?
No, if I can find it, I'll show you. There you go. This. So they're either putting on the mask for the actor, or they're setting up the fucking, what do you call it? Like whatever the stand-in is. But if it is a practical mask in some shots, that's probably why it looks so much better.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of dope, though. The vehicles look crazy. I get the Adam West Batman style vehicle.
Yeah.
Some of them. But besides Spider-Man, like the Fantastic Four is like a beloved team, right? In New York?
Fantastic Four is the first superhero team and the first beloved the only people that hate the Fantastic Four is Doctor Doom.
Okay. I just it's still something to get used to with that seeing that type of universe in the Marvel universe. But
Well, so that is an alternate.
yeah.
We're looking at an alternate Earth. So, dude, here's a question. I don't know if Ray brought it up or if I was just one of the videos I saw before I got on here. What did you think of the voice for Ben Grimm? Because you're kind of used to him. Hey, it's clobbering time.
Yeah.
And here he just sounds normal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too mad at it. I appreciate a New York accent. If you heard the accent, right? I appreciate that. Someone has to have a fucking accent, especially in the 60s.
Yeah, you don't want that transcontinental accent?
Now listen here, see, we're gonna go to the car and get some water, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna watch the game.
I tell you right now, it's clobbering time, Dame.
That'd be dope to see, shit. But we would have to go back to the Roaring 20s for that one.
Yeah, little Susie, she's a flapper girl now.
Oh, little Susie, you say? Hey. No, but yeah, and the Invisible Woman doing the bending of the light and stuff, and you see, I think this is gonna be the disaster is Galactus that he's running through, and maybe like a montage of them, being their superheroes, and then we just get to Galactus. But
Yo,
I still hold the. This is gonna be the movie that defines the rest of the MCU.
you know what's funny? I don't know if this is gonna define the rest of the MCU, but if they can nail these next 3 movies, Cap, Bolts, or let me say it, Cap, Asterix, and the Fantastic Four, along with Daredevil this year, and the show we're about to talk about next, I think we're on the right track. But I saw a comment as I was watching one of the videos where someone was like, yo, why does it look like Sue's in charge? And in my head, I was like, yo, that just shows me you didn't live in a full household with, the mother, the father, and maybe a sibling or two. Because anybody who lived in an actual fucking mother, father raised household, we all know mom's really in charge.
Yeah, Dad don't say nothing unless he has to.
Yeah.
Shit.
While dad's working,
Mom's keeping the family together.
Whatever the fuck she says, we're doing.
Yeah. Shit.
And on top of that, back in the 60s, if you look at their family dynamics, it was usually the mom's running everything, the household wise and the family wise. The dad's working, and whenever some shit needs to be done, the mom is the one like, hey, focus up, because we need you to fucking get us out of here.
Yeah. The second in command.
Yeah.
It's like the drill sergeant answers to someone, but the drill sergeant leads the platoon.
Yeah, as soon as the captain comes in, you're like, oh, captain on deck?
Yep. Shit, but no, yeah, I think that does something that not a lot of things do anymore. It shows a strong woman.
Yeah. Like a proper show, not
Yeah, we don't need somebody that's gonna be crying.
because I don't know if Hollywood writers who. So it's the thing, right? Everybody hates Captain Marvel, right? So not to beat a dead horse, but you look at Captain Marvel, she's strong because she's got more power than the boys. She says it. She fucking flaunts it. She's arrogant, all that other shit, right?
Yeah.
Whoever wrote her thinks that well, if Thor's this strong, you got to be Thor plus if you're a woman to be stronger. When in reality, if you get a movie like Atomic Blonde, where you watch Charlize Theron, strong fucking female character, fighting men but getting her ass whooped and finding clever ways to fucking win the fight, but never once when you're watching the movie are you like, this bitch is weak. Like, no, she's strong throughout the whole fucking. It's a well portrayed and well written role. Like, there's different ways to portray strength other than fucking physical.
Yeah.
And for Sue to look down the barrel and be like, whatever happens, we're gonna do this like a family. That's the fucking the strength, the emotional strength that is needed for the matriarch to fucking bring everybody together. So that, dude, if you learn anything from the Fantastic Four, it takes all four of them to get shit done.
Yeah.
Individually.
This is a Fast and the Furious movie.
They only need two drivers.
No. I didn't say it takes family to get it done. I said it takes four of them to get it done.
But they're family.
No, they're just fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's not about family?
Not about
Damn,
Does
I
it
have
say
family,
family
I can't
four?
remember.
It
It's
says
about being
Fantastic Four.
fantastic.
Oh, I thought it was about family. My apologies for having to dip out for a second. I had to go barf my brains out.
I thought he said, "My apologies for having to be
You're right, bro.
having a family."
I don't know
He's
what
pregnant.
happened, but I just had to go barf like crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
He's pregnant.
Apparently.
Damn.
This is what happens. I denied so many kids. Now I'm pregnant.
Right? Shit.
Hold on. The results are in.
Oh, shit.
Ray, you are not the father.
But it's your baby.
What?
Yeah, it's still your baby, but
Ah, fuck.
Legally in Alabama, if someone says it's yours, all you gotta do is be alive.
We in New York, dog.
yo, you want to talk about weird legalities? That's not a thing in Alabama, but what I'm about to say is a weird legality.
Okay.
If you're in, I believe, China, and you see a red envelope on the floor, and you pick it up, you have now consented to marry the spirit of whatever name is in that fucking envelope. So if you go overseas to Asia, but I think specifically China,
Yeah.
and you see red envelopes,
Don't pick it up.
leave the motherfucking shits on the ground, especially my tag team partner, Ray.
Good to know. If we ever make it to China or just Asia, because we don't know if it's specifically Asia or not.
I believe
Especially China or
I
not.
believe it is China, but just to cover the bases.
Yeah. So if we go to Asia and we see red envelopes, just don't pick it up. Yeah.
Word.
Thought they were supposed to have money in it, not a consent to marry a What the hell?
But technically, you're giving up half your shit, so
You are giving money. Yeah, there you go. That's okay.
money will be involved.
That's,
Hey,
I was told there'll be no math.
hey, maybe for all you passport bros out there, try it out. Maybe you get a ghost like in Ghostbusters. And if you know, you know.
oh shit.
But yeah, that movie is exciting. But on to other notes.
Okay.
Cap was talking about this with me earlier. Marvel is considering recasting Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror.
So someone sent me that. One of my cousins sent me that, and I was like, instantly, I don't see them being willing to bring back Jonathan Majors just because of the baggage that it comes with.
So now, here's I don't know how. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I feel about this suggestion because the story is that they're gonna bring him back just to close off that story and end that loop. All right, so he's not gonna be like back full time and we go, hey, it's the Kang saga again. He's just gonna come back, finish off he's gonna Cody Rhodes it. He's gonna take
Finish
2
the
WrestleManias
story.
to finish the story and walk off into the sunset. And I don't know how I feel about that yet. I haven't put any thought into it. But I did read a bunch of people in the comment section of the story that I read who were like, you know what? He did the time. He did the crime. Let him back. And not comparing him, but turning around and going, other people have done worse and they have been let back into the fold. And particularly pointing out a certain singer who played bongo drums on the face of another singer who just so happened to win a Grammy on Sunday.
You talking about Chris Brown?
Yeah.
I
don't
when
wanna
the fuck
say
was
his
he in the
term.
MCU?
Huh? No. What they were saying is he
Oh,
won
oh,
a
oh,
Grammy,
okay.
so he
Oh.
got his second chance, and he beat the brakes off of Rihanna.
Yeah,
When this dude,
technically canceled, which is crazy.
yeah, when this dude came nowhere close to the to
Yeah.
doing that to whoever this lady is.
The only reason I say I don't see them doing it is just because, even though again it was proven that he was not guilty, everything like that, is the situation of them knowing that that's still going to be searchable, and I feel like they're still worried about.
But he paid his penance.
True. I'm just.
Yeah.
It's,
you know what's gonna be? This is why I don't have a thought on it, because I didn't put any thought into it. But I'm just gonna put out there that they did just release the trailer to his new movie, Magazine Dreams, that nobody thought was gonna be released.
Yeah.
And judging on how that movie goes, the reception it gets, and what kind of buzz he gets coming off of that movie, that's probably gonna be more of a deciding factor.
Yeah.
More of a deciding factor on whether he comes back or not versus what we think.
Yeah, no, true. Again, money talks. It's a situation of if it makes the money, I don't see them being like, oh, let's say no to money, you know?
But, like you moved past him. You moved on past him.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be a major arc in this, and shit happened, you pivoted, and you moved past it. Like, what does he benefit, or what do we benefit from having him back in here? Especially when Secret Wars is already done with, like being filmed, and you pivoted all these things in there. Just have one more person that's just time traveling now through the shit. You already made Loki the fucking tree of life. You already said how the TVA is stopping all the other variants of Kang. Unless this is gonna be the fucking unless Kang has never stopped being the big bad, and he's finally the guy that I'm protecting you from, comes in here, like, what would be the purpose of having him come back for?
I don't know. I can't answer that question. I don't think there is a reason to bring him in again.
I mean, yeah, he did the time, but if he's doing other movies, that's cool. If they want him to be someone else if let's say he was Mr. Fantastic in DC or something, cool, I wouldn't stop him from that. But to be a character that you pretty much put in a box and said, all right, let's leave this motherfucker here, I don't know what we need from him.
Yeah. Somebody did point out, one of the comments did point out how Marvel has just set up something in a post-credit scene and then negated it and said, fuck it. That was cool there, but we're never going to go back to it. So the Council of Kangs is something we don't need to.
It's not like it's the first time they've done something like that. Like, hey, let's remember that scene in the post-credit in Eternals. That's it. It just happened. Whole movie kind of just. So it's like, end of the day, it's not something that they won't just.
The post-credit in fucking Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
With Iron Man and Thunderbolts Ross.
No, that led into the Avengers.
Did it?
Yeah. He was recruiting them for the fucking Avengers initiative until because that happened after Iron Man 2. So when Samuel L. Jackson I don't know why I'm blanking on names. Who the
Fury?
fuck did he play?
Nick
Fury.
Fury.
When Nick Fury
Nick Fury.
at
Now
the end
you
of
sound
Iron
like
Man
me now.
2 was like, yo, all right, Tony, I might not need you on the team, but I need you to go talk to somebody for me. That was the end of thing where he went to Thunderbolt Ross. I think the theory is that they were trying to get Blonsky first, but then wound up with the Hulk. But it's clearly he just went to go tell Thunderbolt, hey, stop chasing the Hulk. We need him. We
Okay.
need Banner.
All right. Next news: Henry Cavill confirmed as Wolverine in the upcoming World War Hulk movie in 2026.
Wait, what?
Where was this posted?
Yeah, I did not see this shit at all.
It might be bullshit,
I feel like it might be bullshit
but you never know.
because I feel like that would have been like major news. I don't mind it if that's the case though, but it's just like I'm surprised that didn't get picked up more places if that's real.
I'm just looking at I'm looking at my sites to see if there's any. I don't see any news on that shit.
I'm more. I don't see any news on that shit. Harry Goodwins. You know who that is?
If you pronounce the name correctly, maybe.
Harry Goodwin.
Not initially.
Okay. Has reportedly been cast as Oliver Queen, Green Arrow, for a debut cameo in the DCU's Peacemaker season 2.
Huh.
And
What does the dude look like?
this is what he looked like.
I damn sure don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
But he does look like Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
But no.
Even Amell is Oliver
Even
Queen.
Amell.
No.
Did all that.
Yo, Ray, we about to have the breakup of the fucking Dos Blancos right now. Stephen
That's it?
Amell never played Oliver Queen.
What do you play then?
He played Bruce
Batman.
fucking Wayne. That was Batman. That was not Oliver fucking Queen.
You know what? I'll agree with you on that. It definitely felt like he was playing Batman.
Okay. Speaking of Batman, tomorrow will be the release of the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yo, did you guys see the fake trailer where they had Scarlett Johansson turning into a fucking velociraptor?
I did not
No.
see that, but now I want to see that.
There was
Also-
a fake AI trailer that was released that people actually thought was the trailer, a leaked trailer.
Funny. You know what's gonna be funny if they have something similar to that tomorrow? How do we segue from Batman into Jurassic Park?
Because Vin's a master seguer.
Yeah.
Like, is Robert Pattinson or Ben Affleck or any of them in this movie?
Well, what's her name?
Scarlett Johansson,
Scarlett Johansson's in it.
Okay.
Mahershala Ali.
There you go.
Because Mahershala Ali, he was free. He was not doing anything else.
It's not like he was supposed to be in something that maybe motherfuckers were still
What?
trying to skate uphill.
What's that thing? You know,
It's a movie about a sword, right?
it's not about like sharp objects.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
called
The
Sharp?
Edge.
Something with vampires, right? Like it was like a
Yeah.
vampire.
No, it wasn't vampires.
Bludgeon.
No, vampire? No.
You can't do black people and vampires. It's-
Okay.
Bludgeon.
Uh,
Especially not in the 20s.
was it Suede? I think it was something Suede. Something Suede.
Yeah.
Like Bluff.
Blave.
But
The
Wait.
Blave. You know, because the Blave means to
That's
bluff.
what it was.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Speaking of Blave, the
Yeah.
first 3 episodes of Invincible season 3 will release this week.
Oh. Yeah, did
Oh,
anyone see that
Isn't it already
image?
out?
Huh?
What was that?
Isn't it already out?
Season 3 of Invincible?
Oh, season 3. I didn't hear
Yeah.
that part. I was like, Invincible's been out. What the
No, yeah, season 3. Did anyone see that image that they put? Like, if you go by side by side comparison of the cast, it's a lot of the Walking Dead cast. Like a lot of the voices on Invincible are all people from The Walking Dead. Like,
Really? Well, I know the
Shit.
Asian dude is invincible himself.
yeah, Steven Yeun is invincible. But then like the one that played I think it was Lori's one of the. Oh, let me look at the whole cast.
Hey, what they just added? They just added English dub to one of the animes that I've been waiting to watch.
Nice.
Also in news, Galactus has transformed from a big ass galaxy-sized cloud
Yep.
to actually something that looks like Galactus.
A person?
Now, people are mad at the size of this man, but if you look at the fucking Statue of Liberty, and it's about the same size as one of those little things on his helmet,
Yo,
I think he's big.
I think it works.
ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
how the fuck do you fight something that stands up and Earth is this big? Like, I'm Galactus, Earth is here. How the fuck do you fight that?
Punch it in the face.
How do you stop him without having to do some alien, some Independence Day shit where you got to go into his ship and use and hope his ship stops all of them at once?
Yeah.
Side note: this show is also dubbed and subbed.
Ooh.
Ray, I saw the first episode in subbed. I think they just started dubbing it. I don't know if it's dubbed in. Let me find out if it's dubbed in English.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Where?
it's
Where
dubbed
can
in
I watch?
English on Crunchyroll.
Oh, that's dope.
It
Okay, I'm
it was badass that first episode.
gonna have to get my account back on Crunchyroll because that looks dope.
Yeah.
That looks dope.
So in other news, speaking of Batman,
Yeah.
James Gunn has confirmed that Salman Khan will be seen as Batman in the next DC Batman movie. I don't know who that
Why
is.
can't we just?
The best I can figure is he's
I
a
don't need-
Bollywood actor. Like, because none of the movies I've recognized at all.
Yeah.
Salman what?
Salman Khan, Khan, I think.
Yeah. SALMAN
Salman Khan. I think.
AAUSC Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
If this is the dude, he's 59.
Him?
That's not who I just saw. Okay, so yeah, it's different. Person. I was about to say, like, this dude looks.
He looks like Joey from Friends.
Yeah, I can see that. Dude, I was looking at, I was like, this dude's about to be.
Why does he look like? Why does he look like that's the Batman in the Catwoman movie that they scrapped?
Why does he look like one of the heroes from Kick-Ass? You remember Kick-Ass? The second one?
Yes.
Yeah.
They had like a bunch of extra heroes. That's what that looks like.
He's the stunt man for Jim Carrey's character.
Oh man.
What's going on, Chungus?
Yo, Chungus, what's going on? Long time no see.
So right, that is the same dude. He is 59.
Oh, is it? Oh shit. Okay. He looks completely different there because I'm just like, is this dude?
And Mumbai,
I don't know how I feel about that.
What do you call it? He is a Bollywood actor.
I don't know. I don't know how.
You okay?
He's
Yeah.
trying to get the DMX.
No, I took the nasal spray and then I bit into the Slim Jim, and now the spice from the Slim Jim is going in my throat.
It was
I don't
that
know how I
moment,
feel
like,
about a 59-year-old playing Batman.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this better be like we're getting to almost old man Wayne, like Bruce Wayne at this point. Like,
Well, so remember, this is Batman. I think they're calling it Bold and the Brave, where Damian is his Robin.
oh, okay, so this
He's
is
already been through all the other iterations, and now
Mhm.
he's with his son.
Okay, yeah. So this is the older Batman. Okay, so I can see it. If this is like we're getting to that point where it's almost time to put down the cape, so I can see that. Okay, I don't mind it.
Because I don't know him, I can't make a judgment. I mean, we all were wrong about Heath Ledger playing the Joker. Raymond thought that Jared Leto was going to be a horrible Joker, but he was wrong. Which is a segment we'll get into in a second.
Yeah, right.
But if there's no more news, is there any more news?
No. Well, MCU's X-Men reboot film will reportedly not be an origin story.
Good, because neither was any of the ones in maybe First Class, but the first X-Men movie wasn't an origin story either. They were already a team.
Yeah.
They just added a runaway and a Canadian.
So what was your...
I just wanted to bring up the new Spider-Man cartoon, Spider-Man freshman year. We just seen episode 1, and it is way better than I thought it was going to be. The animation style didn't bug me as much as in the trailer, because in the trailer I was like, I don't know if I like this style. But watching it fully out was pretty good. There's legitimate fucking heart and legitimate thoughtfulness in it. And I was like, all right, I can rock with this. This is all right.
Yeah. I just don't know, like, the Sorcerer Supreme, why is his magic always limited to just fucking shiny ropes?
Oh, because that's the bands of Sidorak. So that's like saying, oh, why when cops want to restrain somebody, they always put them in handcuffs? It's like that's what he has. Like if you wanted to restrain something, the bands of Sidorak, that's what the fuck you.
No, I hear you. It's just like he don't know. He don't have another magic trick. He can't like. I can see him throwing music at people, and the bands of Sidorak. There's some little shields, some light shields, but you can't throw like a rabbit at nobody.
Dude, if you you played Diablo.
Yeah.
So Diablo 4 is a bad example because you're really limited as to what you can do. If you would have played Path of Exile 2, right, that a game I started and then dropped because life happened. If you would have played that game, there's a myriad of shit that you could do. A ton of fucking things. But then you quickly realize, I do this, this, and that. Those are my 3 things, and that's how I get through this fucking fight. Because if I try to do other shit, it ain't gonna fucking work right now. I do 1, 2, and 3. That's it. That's the problem with it when you have a lot of magic and sorcery. When you play D&D and you're a wizard, you literally have access to every fucking spell. But you got your go-tos that work.
The ka-chow.
Yeah.
Ka-chow.
All right. Let's get to this Joker. Now.
Oh, he's not going to do the thing?
Oh, my bad.
People pay to hear him do the thing.
Word.
It is now time for the main event of the episode, as today we discuss the Joker.
Yo, Ray, one time, just say it puts the lotion in the basket or gets the hose again.
It puts the lotion in the basket or it gets the hose.
Oh,
What
God.
movie is that from, Ray?
Holy
Oh my God.
shit.
You act like I asked you the name of the character.
What is it from?
Toe.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, fuck. I knew that then. Fuck. I was going to say, wait, wasn't that from Silence of the Lambs? But I was like, I don't want to sound fucked up.
What's
You
the
know
You know
character
what the
name?
funny thing is? When he said it's not like we asked you the name of the character, you went like Buffalo Bill. Like that was you was about to say
I
that.
wanted to say fucking the character from Silence of the Lambs. I was like, Wait a second. I was like, all I wanted to say was Clarice. The
No, so it's the hose, as in like the sprinkler. The water comes out of it. But when I put the lotion in the basket, I get them hose. Only because they're there to buy it, because I sell it on the side.
Thanks. So I want to get into. Oh
No, I was just saying. Yeah.
no, well, so that's actually a good segue into this because the Silence of the Lamb, Hannibal Lecter, and Buffalo Bill all are a part of what the Joker is.
yeah, very psychotic, very slow. Just it's all
Yeah,
psychological.
And the thing is, like, a lot of the stuff that I'm researching and the bad shit that the Joker did went to the extreme shit that the Joker did was just to prove a point.
Yeah.
And you don't see any of that in these Jokers. So remember last week or a couple weeks ago where we were talking about Jared Leto being in the club and Common saying, "Oh, your girl was hot."
Yeah.
So there was an actual comic book where one of the Joker's guys opened up a club and hired Harley Quinn. And just because he fucking went to the guy, kidnapped him, and skinned him alive to prove a point that Harley's his girl. Just to let people know he's serious.
Yeah.
There was a guy that was it Todd? Drake Todd? The Robin.
Oh, Jason Todd.
Jason Todd. It was either him or Drake.
Tim Drake, not the rapper.
Yeah, one of them he actually kidnapped
Jason Todd.
during Christmas. And in the backseat was his parents. And they were dead or something like that. And he just like fucking drove around with all of them. Fucking with Jason Todd. Fucking with Jason.
That might have been Tim.
Tim Drake?
Yeah, because he just took Jason and beat the shit out of him.
No, yeah.
And the fans killed him.
Yeah, Tim Drake. And it was just what it was like just to have fun. There was an iteration of the Joker where his face got cut off. And he nailed it to the wall. And it was a metaphor to prove that Batman is the real one. And all the Robins and Batwomen and all, they're not real. They're not true. Because if you take the face off of the Joker, he's still the Joker.
Yeah.
And if you take the mask off of Batman, he's still Batman. If you take the mask off of the Robins, there's someone else. So because of that, he goes, I'm going to kill all the Robins and Batgirls because they're playing pretend. He fucking, his driver, he made his driver go to his driver's house and have his way with his wife because he was bored and made him watch. Like this guy is just because sometimes. But then to prove a point that anyone can have a bad day and turn into him, he shoots Barbara Gordon in the stomach, fracturing her spine, does horrible things to her, then kidnaps Commissioner Gordon, makes him go through a carnival ride, pictures and everything that he did to Barbara Gordon, and makes him go through that while torturing him. Just to prove anyone else or anyone else that had a bad day could just turn out to be the Joker. And the crazy shit is when Batman found Commissioner Gordon and all that shit, Commissioner Gordon still wanted Batman to get the Joker the right way. And Batman's like, see, you're the only one that turned that way off of a bad day. Because, you know, like there's still people out here that you can't break. Which, there was another thing I learned. The Joker got the power of Mr. Mistoplex. And he was shaping reality in his own way.
How the fuck do you get the Joker to say his name backwards?
Yo, I don't know, but no. This is crazy. He's shaping the power, the reality in that, and he has Batman and Superman captured, and he's torturing Batman by making him die in different horrible ways every day, bringing him back to life, witnessing Robin and everybody dying in front of him, and bringing him back to life. And Superman, I think, got free and told him, he said something to the point where now it's not fair because if you kill Batman, you wouldn't be able to exist, or you wouldn't be able to have this power. And then Joker kind of gave it up, and Mr. Mistleplex and the Spectre had to bring reality back to life. And he fucked up the Batman so much, like he literally broke Bruce Wayne. And it got to the point where Superman's like, no, he's strong. He can bounce back from this. And the Spectre goes, he endured things that no other living being can fathom. He cannot bounce back from this. And the Spectre took away Bruce Wayne's memory of all that.
Oh, so that's not the one that becomes the Batman who laughs.
No. But that's just some horrible shit that the Joker did. There's also something where he kills like all the like Robins and Batgirl and Catwoman and all that. I think it's in the same shit, but you actually see Batman's face and a tear drops because he realized, I can't break you, but I can break them. And a part of me thinks that the real power of the Joker is not trying to have Batman kill him.
Yeah.
It's having Batman get over his fear of being him. Because I think legitimately Batman is afraid of the Joker. Because he's his counterpart. Like one bad day made him Batman.
Yeah.
Now imagine if he didn't have restraint.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's the yin and yang, because it's like both created the other.
Yeah.
Situations created the other. It's like you could have either become this or you could have become this. It's a flip of a coin. And you know what I think? It's the thing of, it has to always become the mental turmoil of what says Batman doesn't become the Joker. Like the can he crack?
That's his willpower. That's, there's one more example that I forgot. Commissioner Gordon got married and he was basically living his best life. And the Joker found out about it. Broke out of jail, went to a factory full of babies where his wife was, put a gun to the baby's head.
Of a hospital or a factory?
The guy said it was a factory and there was babies all over the place.
Okay.
So I don't know if he kidnapped the babies and he went to a factory, or they were in a factory full of babies.
Okay.
And he had a gun pointed at a baby's head, and Commissioner Gordon's wife was pointing the gun at Joker. And she said, drop the gun. He goes, okay, and throws the baby at her. And when she drops her gun to catch the baby, he shoots her dead in the face and walks away while all the babies are crawling all over her body because they don't understand what's happening. Just because he found out that Commissioner Gordon got married and he's happy.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, the more you speak, the more I cement my dislike of Batman.
Because it just killed the fucking Joker.
Because everybody is sitting there. We're trying to prepare. Batman can beat blah blah, but you can't. But you refuse to do something with this man.
Yeah. Oh, and the what made Batman cry was there was an alternate universe where there was no Clark Kent, but there was kryptonite, and they weaponized it and they sold it on the black market, and Joker had it, and he made a force field that only Batman can get through, and then captured him in like a negative space force field, and when when Robin and Batgirl and Nightwing and everybody went to save him, he trapped them in it and tortured them and made Batman watch.
Yo, I don't hear. I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
Right. I'm listening to you speak, but I'm just hearing Batman's the weakest character ever written. He refuses to deal with his trauma, refuses to put a finite stamp on the Joker, just keeps letting this shit happen. I don't think I've heard of any other comic book character that has a villain that goes to this level.
Not even Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
But
He can easily torture Lois.
Yeah. But you see how I'm saying no one is writing this fucking Joker right in these movies. And and this is the reason why I went with this, because they're glorifying the Joker, where he's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And that's not somebody that you should be having a fan base for.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. But tell me this honestly, Vin. I'm not even going to use name or tags here. Vin and Ray, tell me this honestly. Would you go watch a hard R live action where the Joker takes Barbara Gordon, does whatever he does, caps her, paralyzes her, then grabs Commissioner Gordon and makes you and us relive the whole fucking thing would you actually go watch that movie knowing that Batman's just going to go in there and try to stop him? Even though at the end of that specific thing, it's debated on whether he kills him or not, but he generally doesn't kill.
Doesn't kill, yeah.
And, you know, they want characters back for the sequel. So we know he's not going to kill him.
Yeah.
Would you really go watch that movie?
I don't think I could stomach it.
Yeah. But then again, well, Terrified and
I was gonna say, yeah, and that's coming from me that I love horror movies, but just situational,
But you, all right, so it doesn't have to be that, but
we know. I just want to point out that we know the point of the Terrifier movies is to shock with the violence. That's the point of it. Where like a Batman movie with that in it is the point of it is the struggle of the hero to overcome the villain, and there's more morality in the thing. That's where the difference would be. Because it's comically played. Art the Clown's over the top violence.
Yeah.
He's doing it with a wink and a nod. Now you take Terrifier, especially Terrifier 2, the big kill scene. You take that with a person who is not fucking doing this
Out of enjoyment.
Out of enjoyment. Like he's just going like, you do this, right? Because the Joker would laugh and do all that shit too. But at a certain point, the Joker would just turn, drop the facade, and like, all right, I'm bored, and just walk the fuck off. Art the Clown doesn't drop the facade. There is no facade. He's the jovial clown.
Yeah.
But I mean, so like there are things you can do, and I mean everything that you would show would be extreme. But to that extreme, no. But there was a story where um Harley Quinn, I forgot her name for a second. Harley Quinn wanted to prove that one of Joker's traps would get the Batman, and she did it. She caught the Batman and she put him over a tub of piranhas, and the Joker found out, went to where she was, and pushed him out of a fucking, I think it was a 10-story building. Pushed her out the fucking window. And she fucking survived it. Went to the hospital. He sent the one rose, said sorry, and she went right back with him.
Now, again, is that something you want? That's different when you got a comic book reader who's got to go search that out, because they don't publicize comic books. There's not like
Yeah.
you don't watch trailers on YouTube and shit like that. You got to go suss that out.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to that, what do you call to that issue, you have so much context and so much history and so much other shit behind that moment. Do you really want to portray that in a fucking movie? Where for 2 hours, the first time somebody sits down to watch who these people are, you might know Harley Quinn and Joker, but you don't, the general audience doesn't know them that well.
Yeah. I mean, you can always give him that reputation. Like, with Heath Ledger, that's the first time the Joker ever went into shit, so people didn't know who he was, and he killed some people here and there, and it's like, whatever. But when Jared Leto is in a town and people know the Joker, you gotta be that shit insane to acknowledge, like, to if someone said something, they gotta be like, yo, don't fuck, nope, and just step away. Like, the Joker's not even in town, and my man says, yo, what's so big about the fucking Joker? And the guy's like, oh, and walks away. Like,
So
this nigga's dead now.
You gotta essentially make the Joker like John Wick.
Basically.
Yeah, but it's one of those reputation things, because there was a time where one of his henchmen annoyed him, and he just said, fuck it, and lit him on fire. He's like, you're annoying me. And he's fucking, yeah.
True. Now, I understand where you're going. My only issue is what I brought up before. If you do this in a movie, you are not going to be successful in having people walk out of that theater without saying, why the fuck didn't you just kill this dude? Like, why is this dude still alive if this is what he's doing? It's going to be hard pressed to have people turn around and go, well, I hope he comes back for the next one. Because if he's doing all this,
you want him dead.
my man, you failed your city.
Yeah, it's
like, okay, cool. Go beat up Mr. Freeze. Go beat up the fucking dude who's trying to take care of his sick wife. But you ain't gonna do shit to him. Like, go beat up the failed actor who's trying to regain his life and it just turned into this shit. But you're not gonna do fuck all to like you know what I mean? For general audiences, and even myself included, who've been reading comics for forever, it's gonna be harder and harder to stomach why we're letting this guy do whatever the fuck he wants in a Batman movie. Because you cannot let him do whatever the fuck he wants to that extent in his own movie. We saw the type of response the first Joker got with a certain sector of the population. Can you imagine? We do another Joker solo and they put in the scene where Harley does something that the Joker didn't want, and bam, smacks her up, throws it through a fucking window, shows up with a rose. I'm sorry. They're all back together again. Credits roll. Whatever. What the fuck is... Whose dumbass is going to take the wrong message from that movie? I agree with you. They are glorifying the wrong fucking villain. But that's truly because Jack Nicholson played him and didn't do the whole full boat of what he's capable of.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill did the voice, but didn't go the full boat. Heath Ledger did a bang up job, but didn't push the envelope. Is why Joaquin Phoenix went to a line but didn't push the envelope. Is why people, is why people like that character and want to see him in more pop culture shit.
What? All right. What would you say if they made a movie almost like Under the Red Hood, where the Joker is caught by Jason Todd? That was the one who he killed, right?
Yeah, technically the Joker caught him, but yeah.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, by
after
the Red Hood.
after he came back, yeah.
Okay.
After he came back from the Lazarus pit, he caught him. And now it's a Frost Nixon movie where the Red Hood, Batman, Alfred, Commissioner Gordon, and everybody is trying to have a debate on why you can't kill this man. And it's just showing examples of what he did in like flashbacks. And because like I think that would be the best way to portray he's just trying to make you him.
That's the first suggestion that you have in this topic from like that can actually work. That might actually work. But now, when you gave that argument where Commissioner Gordon went through all that shit and he still was like, well, arrest him, do it the right way. And I was like, see, you can't break people just because of one bad day. I would hope that Jason Todd's argument isn't, or the way they portray Jason Todd isn't, oh shit, the one bad day is going to turn him into the Joker. I would hope that Jason Todd's argument is, this one killing doesn't mean I'm him.
Yeah.
This doesn't turn me into him. It just takes him off the fucking board.
What if
we can get back to being like?
What if the object or the argument isn't turning into him? The argument is who's the real hero of Gotham? Like you say, why wouldn't you just fucking kill him? Who's really trying to save Gotham? Me? The man that's gonna kill the Joker because he's done horrendous shit? Or you that wants to prove a point that you won't let him turn into you? And it's almost like you're letting him play a game with you in sacrificing Gotham. And Batman's like, no, I have a line that I'm not willing to cross for nobody.
That I like that. While you were saying that, you know what that just reminded me of? That reminded me of Squid Games. Well, why don't we just kill them? Then we have more people. We get out of here. I'm not going to touch them. All right, so what's your plan? Let them kill everybody so we could do X.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
You don't want to kill them, but you're going to let everyone else die. Gotcha.
Yeah. That's what your plan reminded.
Yeah.
That's what your scenario reminded me of. It's like, okay, I get the whole you want to be a hero, But being a hero is not segmented into just this. Just because you won't kill doesn't make you a fucking hero.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Now, one of the arguments that Batman could have, or people on Batman's side could argue, is that when the Joker made Superman kill Lois Lane and his baby, Superman killed the Joker and then turned into a fucking world tyrant.
Yes. But they're playing off the Hercules trope. Right? Where Hera made Hercules do the same shit. And then Hercules went fucking bananas. Because you forget the Kryptonian only had his mother, his father, and Lois anchoring him here to Earth. His mother and father, I believe, had passed on by that point in the comics.
Well, they kidnapped his father.
All right, so his father was still alive.
Yeah.
But Lois was his anchor points are being taken off the board. As human as he wants to be portrayed, he's still not human. Right? There's other parts of that psyche that we're not taking into account. So that's slightly different. But again, look at the example you give. The Joker made him do something, and it turned him into a world tyrant. That is not the one bad day example.
Yeah. Well,
that was a force enacted upon him to force him to do some shit. That wasn't good.
Well, that's one of the things the Joker does also. Like, to prove a point, like, he made this one woman kill herself. And she was like the wife of one of the police chiefs or something like that, by telling her that she has a disease that can't be cured and you're gonna die soon, blah blah blah, and just like fucking with her mind and making her kill herself. So by the time the police chief came home to try to save her, she was dead already.
Yeah, we lamented a TV show for having a character do that based on the suggestion of another character, when it turns out they didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
That was hard pressed to put that in a fucking movie. Like, there's no the way you would like the Joker portrayed once, unless it's that Frost Nixon movie you did. Any other thing, you'd be hard pressed to see me sitting in the fucking theater watching that.
Well, because so what I'm getting at is, like, you can't write the Joker in a movie or a TV show. Like, you do it in the comics, because the people who read the comics know the rules. Like, they know what's going on and shit like that. And there's different variations of the story. But in the movie, you're not writing a movie about the character. You're writing a movie about a story, and you're fitting the character into the story.
Yeah.
And you're changing the character. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so technically, when you watch those movies, like, did we get the Joker? Are we getting Batman?
I would say Heath Ledger's Joker and Christian Bale's Batman, we did get Batman and we did get the Joker. Because most people think that the Joker set the shit in the fairies to prove that people will blah 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 blah. But no, he was trying to get Batman to react.
Yeah.
That was all for Batman, and that's what the Joker does. His erratic behavior and his his making you believe that, oh, I'm like a dog chasing a car. If I caught it, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Like that whole act is the Joker. And had he had not died, who knows what that would have evolved into in the third one. Because again, this is just act one. That was just act one of him. He just showed up on the scene.
Yeah.
So I think that was a very good portrayal of the Joker without having to go into all the other fucking bullshit. It's like, and I'll make this what do you call it? It's not too similar, but I'll make this connection here. That's like going, oh, I don't think they portrayed the Falcon the way they do in the comics. Why you say that? Well, because he didn't start out as a pimp. It's like, yeah, that's in his backstory. Yeah, they could have done that.
Well, they kind of made him dress like a pimp
When?
in Falcon and Winter Soldier, the TV show. Remember when they went to Russia? He had to portray the black guy that was there.
I gotta check that out again. I don't remember that.
But they were with
Baron Zemo?
Baron Zemo, and that's where we found out that this girl is the power broker.
Broker. I gotta check that out again, because there's a very specific image of him that I have in my head.
Yeah.
But point being, like, you can portray characters to what they are without having to show all the actions they've done.
Yeah.
So, do I believe Jared Leto portrayed the Joker? No. Do I think Joaquin Phoenix played the Joker? No. I don't care what anybody says about the first one. That was not the Joker. That was Arthur Fleck, who put on some fucking face paint.
What about Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, Jack Nicholson 100%, I think, portrayed the Joker. Because he portrayed the Joker. You all right, man?
I am. Yeah, we get.
All right.
Did another bean burrito came up?
We good.
Just as long as it's not coming out of both ends.
At the same time. I had one of those incidents once.
Yeah, not that sucks.
Yo, I've never. It's a sidebar. I've never had that happen. But while I was in the Navy, in my last duty station, De Garcia, I had a full weekend off. All right, Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday. Friday night, I bought the entire ship store of fucking snacks and bullshit. I foregone any actual dinner and just had breadsticks and all this other shit. And I'm fucking gorging myself. And I feel like shit. And I wake up and I want to vomit. And I look over and there's the second pack of chocolate fucking Pop-Tarts. Not the rest of the first pack, the second pack. And I woke up and I was like, yo, I feel like such shit right now. But my only way to get over it is to go through it. And I just finished everything else I had.
Oh my.
And by the time I was done, I felt good. I felt all right. I was like, I had walked my way so far that I came back around. And how many degrees?
And now he doesn't know how much to circle. 360.
360. And I came back to health. That's my wildest fucking blackout drunk fucking weekend.
That's your blackout drunk.
Yeah. When I look, dude, I shit you not. I was like, oh God. Oh, let me open this up. Took a bite and was like, oh, I gotta do it. Oh, and just housed it. It's like, oh, there's one more in this pack, and there's 16 more in the other pack. The rest of this box.
Oh, I've never heard like, oh, I'm just that done. But fuck it, we gotta get through it. It's like, what the hell?
Yo, that's the most determination I've ever showed in my military career. So when I say I'm a fat guy, I've been a fat guy since birth, no matter what weight I was at.
I mean, well, going back to the Joker, I think the Batman could, like, it sets the tone for a Joker, maybe not as sadistic, but someone to be feared. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he had just fell in the tab and he's in Arkham Asylum and his face is still healing and all that other shit, but
we actually don't know what the fuck his deal is. Right? Or did you read like an official synopsis of what
No, I don't know what his deal is. But like they said, this was supposed to be year one of Batman. So this is, remember, he said in the end credit scene, it's been a year since whatever shit happened. So, I mean, you could show the beginning of this psychopath where, because I also believe that the most important thing to the Joker is Batman.
Yeah. So I just came up with something.
Good.
Here's how I think we can get a slightly more accurate portrayal towards what you were talking about. Right? The Joker escapes from Arkham Asylum. He's running around. He sees the police commissioner's wife. Because in Arkham, there was a big gala or some shit. Or, something happened where they showed the police commissioner next to his wife, so the Joker knows what she looks like.
Yeah.
And he randomly comes across her, snatches her up, calls in, yo, I got your wife. Here's the list of demands, blah, blah, blah. And then partway through them trying to negotiate and he just turns around and is like, this is fucking dumb. I don't know why I did this. Cap, and just leaves. I think that would be a palatable enough.
Or on some, this is boring.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's like, I don't know why I fucking did this. This like kind of like that Dane Cook joke, where it's like, oh, I wanted to break in and do a B&E, and he's kicked in the door. It's like, I just wanted to kick the door.
Yeah. Well, it's like you would think the commissioner would try harder to look for his wife.
Yeah,
and then boof.
But he can even make that. We put that as a line, and just signify to the audience that it hasn't even been 15 minutes. Like, he didn't give a reasonable amount of time for shit to happen.
The phone hangs up. This is boring. You would think that he would have fucking, tried harder than this. Wow.
Yeah.
But like,
urgent.
And
To make it even more fucked up, you would think that he would have tried harder than this. Wow. And as soon as he walks away, boosh, Batman breaks through the fucking window and just sees he killed her.
You know what? I wouldn't even have Batman break through the window. I'd have
Gordon?
Boom, Cap, walk off. You hear police sirens. They showed up a little bit late. And now Commissioner Gordon, now you have a little bit of tension because Commissioner Gordon has to be that buffer or Lieutenant Gordon, whatever the fuck he is at this point, where the higher up is like, where the fuck were you, Batman? You're supposed to be the fucking blah, blah, blah. And Gordon's kind of play both.
Meanwhile, he's also like Yeah, where were you? That would be dope. See, that would
And
be I
then,
think,
and,
the closest to a palatable
Yeah.
story. That's like it's fucked up, but it can be a movie.
but also he could do it on some. He wanted to make chaos because what would happen after that happened? The police would go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the rift between them and Batman. They're going fucking bananas.
They're gonna look for the Joker high and low, so everybody's getting got.
Then
Everybody's getting fucked up. It's
To-
like it's chaos now.
to add to that, we can have a montage that within the first 3 to 5 days post that incident, have a montage of cops beating people with fucking face paint because the Joker's been finding random people, Joker gas, paint them like they look like him,
Yeah,
throw them out to the street. So the cops are spending their time beating random civilians while he's doing whatever the fuck he wants to do.
and Gordon is there reluctantly trying to be the voice of reason to not do that, and to be like, no, I want him by the book because he has to, he has to learn that we have a civilization of laws, and Gotham needs to know that we're not just a fucking bunch of thugs and
Yeah.
yada yada yada.
And now you have your closer portrayal where he does fucking something horrible,
Yeah.
and then then turns it into a joke.
So now this is where you can do it, where this is a movie between Gordon and the Joker, and most of the time we see Bruce Wayne because he can't find the Joker, and he's trying to use Bruce Wayne as bait, so the Joker goes after him. So he's at the galas, he's at this thing, he's all over the news and discussing the Joker's thing and all that other shit.
Yo, I just had a fucking scene jump into my mind as you're describing that. At the end, we haven't got to see Batman fight the Joker because he's been Bruce Wayne trying to bait him, trying to.
Listen, I've been here. This man was eating a fucking rib. He ain't seen me.
Oh, now it's the rib today? Is that the fucking chicken?
Why is it in the middle of me having like a fucking
Yeah. So go ahead, Cap. Fucking interrupting you.
every time?
Yeah.
So is me.
All right.
So we have it that they haven't. Batman and the Joker haven't come in contact. We see Bruce. He's trying to get him. And at the end of the movie, leading into the third one, what do you call it? Bruce Wayne is trying to, like, there's a thing where Bruce Wayne's in the room, the Joker's in the room. Bruce Wayne tries to be brave to save whoever's behind him. And the Joker looks at him and is like, I'm not here for you. Stating that this version, that he hasn't taken the bait because he's not here for this version of Bruce. He's not here for the fake shit.
Yeah.
He's waiting for Batman to show up with or without the mask.
Because we all know that Batman is the real person and Bruce Wayne
And
is.
then we lead that into the third one where we finally get there, whatever.
What do you think, Ray?
I don't like it.
You don't even know what I just said.
Well, Ray's muted, so
Fuck.
I'm just
That
fucking.
whole
there you
time
go.
I'm like, yo, I'm like responding like I like it. I'm still trying to picture a fucking idea of how, because it's like you have to still make it gruesome but palatable. I was trying to think of this whole time a fucking idea.
well, the gruesome part would be
The
him
careless.
gassing the people, kidnapping the people, cutting their face open, like putting the makeup on them, and the police doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like he's making the police do this. Because you can't really go as far as I said that the character did in the movie, because
Could this be the most gruesome thing, and it's not even what he does, but what he causes? Could the most gruesome thing they do in a movie like this is finally having Batman snap?
In
I
any other
Gordon
case
snapped.
that might work, but if we're going off of like the Batman,
Yeah,
this is too early for him to snap.
yeah.
I think Gordon snapping
Yeah, Gordon could snap.
and the Batman setting him straight, and that's where Gordon gets the, you know what? You're right. We're both the same. That's why they respect each other. We got to do this by the letter of the law.
But I feel like someone needs
Because
to like,
because think about this, Ray.
yeah,
Gordon catches the Joker, eats the ever living shit out of him, and Batman stops him and goes, "That's not the Joker. That's just somebody he kidnapped and dressed up like him." And then Gordon sees, oh shit, this man's making me do this shit to innocent people. And that's where they realize this is a game. I can make any single one of you guys do the same shit I did to your wife. To some random person.
Yeah, I think that's the only way to actually get it done.
yeah, because you have to do something where it's like, it's the mental turmoil, but it fucking drives you in. It's like, fuck, like this dude has it fucking all thought out.
Because what also could be compelling for this is that he's going after Gordon because he doesn't know Batman like that. He thinks Batman's just got some guy playing dress up. And that's when he realizes, wait a minute. Bruce Wayne is playing dress up. Because it could be, the fun fact of the matter is, the Joker knew Batman was Bruce Wayne all along. He just decided to play the game on hard.
Or to tie it into the first one, the Riddler could have fucking told him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember. Did the Riddler figure it out in the first one?
Yes. And then he said something else. Remember, he's like, I know you. I know who you are. But then he said something else. Because you could see it in the Batman's face, like, oh shit, he's about to out me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Joker could probably get that shit out of him.
Yeah. Because that could lead to, oh, you're Gordon's rock.
That could also lead to the reason why the Joker escaped Arkham to begin with.
Yeah.
It's once he learns that the rich boy is playing dress up. Okay, well let's see who's real here.
Yeah. Now I have a question.
Sure.
The other villains,
Yeah.
like Bane, Deathstroke, Black Mask, the head of the mob, Penguin, do they fear the Joker?
Penguin, maybe.
I feel like most do because
Falcone, no.
He doesn't play their rules.
Deathstroke, definitely not. Bane, definitely not.
Okay, so
the other ones, there's some villains who might fear him, some might respect him, but Bane is gone up and destroyed Batman. He's not worried about the fucking Joker. Deathstroke is definitely not worried about the fucking Joker. Victor Zsasz is not worried about the fucking Joker. Black Mask.
So just a little example of Victor Zsasz for show. When someone dies, the first thing they do is go to Victor Zsasz's fucking cell and make sure he's there.
I think specifically, they make sure that he doesn't have another check mark on his body.
You're muted though.
Can you explain Mr. Suplex to me? I heard you say Mr. Suplex.
Who?
Mr. Mixoplex.
Oh, okay.
And that was 45 minutes ago.
See, I've been watching you, motherfucker.
At least you know show was watching.
So a suplex, right, happens when two wrestlers tie up, right?
They fall in love.
One wrestler will put his hand around the neck of another while taking that wrestler's hand and putting it around his own neck. All right. He's then going to grab him by the waist. The wrestler who's grabbing by the waist will then post up on the hip or leg as he hoists them in the air.
Wee.
And then they will fall backwards to take what's known as a back bump while creasing the head in the shoulder joint to protect the neck from anything bouncing back and biting them from the mat. And that is a suplex.
And that's how we're gonna put Ray through the table.
So when I dip, you dip, we dip.
Well, is that enough respect of the craft, sir?
So Mr. Mixoplex is
he's an interdimensional being who's a trickster who bugs the shit out of Superman mostly. He can change reality and he can fuck with your perception of things. And the only way to beat him is to trick him into saying his name backwards.
Mm.
And the only thing I can't tell you is what the fuck his name backwards is.
Yeah.
Mr. Suplex.
Yeah. So now, what was we talking about before?
You said you had a question, and we were talking about who fears the Joker.
Yeah, that was your question.
And I said Victor Zsasz doesn't fear him.
I explained to Victor Zsasz, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, so you said Black Mass might?
Black Mass might. He might fear him only because the Joker would turn around and be like, all right, if I can't physically fight you, because Black Mask is like hand-to-hand combat, fucking weapon skilled, like he's no joke. But what the Joker can do is fuck with his business and fuck him over in other ways. So he might be the only one who's like, you know what? Let me not incur his wrath because I don't want him to fuck up what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So what about if the Joker was in Marvel?
The Joker would have been dead. Yo, Venom would have killed him. Carnage would have fucking killed him. Red Skull probably would have killed him. Doom would have been like, we can't have this motherfucker in here.
Hulk would
have crazy. I gotta really look. I don't think any Marvel villain has ever done anything as horrendous as what the Joker's done.
Not even King. Well, as horrendous, no, but the Kingpin has done some shit.
No, the Kingpin has done some shit, but never to the extent of.
Who do you think the Joker will go after? Because I'm thinking it's either Spider-Man or
He'd probably go after Spider-Man. He'd probably go after Daredevil, thinking that Daredevil's the closest to a Batman. If we're taking him from DC,
yeah,
why not Iron Man? Another rich.
I think he'll think Iron Man is a joke. Like he won't even. The only thing he'll do to Iron Man is sneak into where he has all the suits and spray paint them. So when Iron Man shows up, he looks like a fucking moron.
Mm-hmm.
And then kill Pepper Potts just for fun.
Yeah, like I don't think he's taking him seriously. I don't think he's going after Cap because he might try to go after Sharon Carter because by this time Peggy's already gone, but he might go after Sharon. But I'll tell you right now, Cap's not fucking Cap. Walker, definitely Bucky, maybe Sam. If Steve can't pull the trigger, Walker's pulling that motherfucking trigger.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bucky's pulling that motherfucking trigger.
I was gonna say, yeah, Bucky's fucking. He's not even.
Walker might even. Cap might have the Joker fucking dead to rights, And Walker might just turn up and go, dude, I got this, so you don't have to.
Word.
Punisher might just pop up out of nowhere, like, oh, please let me
Yo.
kill this thing.
Punisher would be the only time you'll ever see Punisher cry is after he kills the Joker, and he'll shed a tear because he can't kill him again. That'd probably be the only time you ever see the Punisher cry. Well, the second time, because he cried when his family died, but that's the second time he'll ever fucking shed a tears because he can't kill this motherfucker again.
See, now here's the thing. You just named multiple people that would have been like, if you can't do it, I'm gonna do it. How come no one did that in DC? Because
look
of
at the
Batman?
heroes. No, look at the heroes. Superman is not like that. Martian Manhunter is not like that. The Flash is
Woman.
definitely not like that.
Yeah. Green Lantern?
Green Lantern's not like that. Dick Grayson's not like that. They don't have anybody who can go to that level.
Not even Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman's not really like that. I mean, have some of their characters killed before? Probably, but that's not a prominent thing. Like, there is no. You go to Marvel, right? And all you have to say is
What up, normal
Frank
guy?
Castle.
Yeah.
Sure, normal guy. Toe might join you as well. So normal.
Well, we gonna wrap this up soon, but yeah.
But what do you call it? Despite who you name in Marvel, right? The minute Joker shows up and becomes that big of a problem, they're all gonna turn and go, Frank. This one, we fucking agree. Go get him.
Fury
And
might
Frank
do that.
Castle's not gonna hesitate.
Fury might do that, right?
Yeah. Shit, you might even have Cap turn around and be like, yo, we don't see eye to eye, but go get him. There's nobody in DC who's like a Frank Castle who's going to go do that. At least nobody that jumps to mind if you're listing the top fucking 10 to 20
the heroes.
Yeah.
And you would have to pay somebody to do that shit with Deathstroke and
Yeah. So the Joker ain't existing.
shit. He might try to do that shit to the Hulk.
Yo, the Hulk, come on. He fucks with Betty and he's done. The Hulk, Bruce, fuck the Hulk. Bruce would rip this motherfucker from limb to limb.
I got a question. Does Joker have any powers?
Nope.
He's just a bad guy. Just the regular.
He's just
I
a
don't like
regular
it.
man who is allowed to live to his fullest extent without restriction for some reason.
Yeah. His power is he's unremorsed, unrelenting. He's like Batman, just on the other side of that coin.
He doesn't have no protection like Batman, like no bulletproof shielding, nothing. The jacket is not bulletproof.
Nope.
Because he's actually smart also. He doesn't fucking go places without having a plan to fucking not be there when Bat shows up or to make sure Bat don't kill him or someone doesn't kill him. Shit. That's one thing that they don't have in the movies like that either. Because in the first one, they too busy trying to make a statement with the Joker, where the Joker was fucking with the Justice League, and the Flash went to go fucking get him, and he trapped the Flash into a room, and basically just fucking knocked him out with the gas and killed him. That was when he had Superman kill Lois Lane.
Oh,
He
spying.
has plans on plans on plans to trap people. If he pops up out of nowhere and you can kill him, he wanted you.
Mm-hmm. Be weary. Something is around here. He's a trickster. Nice.
Yeah, he's more than a trickster. He's a manipulator in the highest order.
But
How
an easy
come-
target.
How come none of the villains in DC try to kill him?
Why would you?
Bird. Ain't
I need-
bothering us.
I'm Victor Freeze. I'm trying to get some shit to save my wife's life. Why would I kill the one man who could pull all the attention
Away.
while I'm doing something else?
I don't know. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be Victor Freeze, like his henchman or like one of those guys that he just fucking torch. You know that he's like, yo, you lit my best friend on fire because he annoyed you.
Let me ask you a question. Why didn't nobody kill Jason Momoa's character in Fast 9?
Well, he had his
None
family.
of Cypher's people. None of.
Well, no, because he had their families. Makes
That's what I'm
sense.
saying. You just said the Joker has plans on plans on plans. All the villains are like, he's a fucking distraction. I can do whatever I want when they're looking at him over there. And all of his henchmen are like, I fucked up by showing up to this roll call. Like,
He'll never answer that ad in the paper.
yeah.
I don't see why others would be mad at him. He's attacking our enemies, distracting them from us. We might be able to attack while he's attacking. Nah.
But what if the Riddler had the greatest riddle of all time and the Joker just pops up and fucks it up for everybody? God damn it!
That's probably happened before.
This is my greatest riddle. Now what goes click clack, motherfucker? Click clack.
Riddler's like this. Riddler shows up and is like, riddle me this. And the Joker's just like, it's a squirrel with a machine gun.
Wow.
It's two blondes on the left. Like he's just giving out the answers.
Shit. But all right, we'll end the show with a joke from the Joker. Two men are in the insane asylum. They get tired of the shit. They want to break out. They go to the roof and they see other roofs that they could just follow, go into the sunset and break away, and no one will catch them. One of the men jump across the roof. The other man goes, "Oh no, I can't do that. It's too far." He goes, "How about I just shine the light from my flashlight and you can walk on the light and cross the roof?" And the other man goes, "I'm not crazy. You're just gonna turn the light off when I get halfway, and I'll fall to my death anyway."
You got the you fool button. You fool.
Oh.
You fool. You was gonna fall anyways.
That was the joke at
That
the
is
end
so
of the
bad.
killing joke.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's the killing joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. That's the joke that made Batman laugh.
And it's still ambiguous as to whether he killed the Joker in that moment or not.
Oh, he definitely did. I feel like that's why I think that's why it's more inferred as the killing joke.
But there's also arguments to the fact that he didn't.
Well, hold on. In that one, they were just laughing. I didn't hear no.
In the actual comic,
Oh.
it's a debate.
Yeah,
Okay.
The last
he
panel means.
killed him right there.
Which one is the one where he goes, "I don't have, like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you."
Oh, I fucking forgot which one that was.
He's in the
Damn, me as well. I
he's
remember
in the
that.
whatchamacallit, the circus, and they're going through like the tunnel of love, and he's shooting the fucking people.
The Funhouse.
Yeah, like that might, like, when I was like, now that looks like the Joker. He's just fucking running, wow, shoot motherfuckers in the head.
Shit. That
wasn't
might have
under
been
the Red
that
Hood.
might have been the Red Hood.
It might have been the red, probably.
I got one last joke for you guys. What did one saggy boob say to the other?
What they say.
If we don't get any support soon, people are gonna think we're nuts.
I like that one.
There you go. Well, before Toe sends us home, I want to remind everyone we are back tomorrow, 9 p.m. with Knucklehead Sports, as we'll be talking about the insane trade that happened over the weekend, as well as getting ready for the Super Bowl that will be happening this Sunday. We are then back Thursday with Wrestling with Knuckleheads, as we'll be talking the post results from the Royal Rumble, as well as why the fans are crying over things that they shouldn't be crying about. We'll get into that on Friday. And then Saturday will be the Telling the Show with Ray and Gigi show. And we'll get into some real shit on that one. But till then, take us home, Tom.
Wait a minute. Make sure you get your tickets for Respect. They still haven't sold out.
No, we still haven't yet. Not
Make
yet.
sure you drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. And I told you could take us the fuck home. I'm bad.
July 19th is Respect, the wrestling event that Ray from Respect the Craft is throwing.
We
That's
wanna
the
put
other.
it to a table.
That's the other 80% of the the event that Joe was trying to fucking say.
Smart.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out.
Doses.